All right, welcome back to another edition of Nourie's Niche, where we're working on some real basic, fundamental flatland tricks for all the riders that want to learn some simple, fundamental flatland tricks to add to their trick list. And the idea behind this series is to offer some tricks that can be learned relatively quickly. You still have to put the time in, you still have to practice, you still have to go for it. All of the things as any rider would, but they're going to be hopefully not as intimidating as some of the crazy flatland riders that are doing these amazing tricks these days. So I want to give you some of the starting points. So that's kind of what this series is all about. So I'm in San Diego. I'm actually delayed. My flight got canceled, so I'm here through the weekend. I'm running out of videos, so I called my buddy Gary Clark, and he was working, but he's like, yeah, just go to my house and pick up one of my bikes. And I actually got this beautiful Haro Masters, same frame I'm running. It's actually the 19-inch instead of the 19.5. Pretty much very similar to what I ride, but doesn't have a coaster brake, doesn't have a quick release, doesn't hit the seat, but it's workable. So I'm going to do another rear wheel spin. It's not a mega spin yet. It's the starting of that. And we did the forward ones. This is going to be like rotating backwards. So as I usually will do it, a couple times, few different angles so you can see it. I have to say I'm not super dialed on this bike, so I'm going to do my best to pull it nice and clean. But understand this is it's a little bit of a stretch for me. And then after I do it a couple of times, we'll break it down and maybe point out some things that I think could help and some tips that will make it easier to learn quicker and get it dialed. Okay, so here we go. It's the rear wheel spin, and I'm just going to say like spin inwards. So, okay, I got to mentally prepare myself. Okay, I'm going to go both feet on the back pegs, and then I'm going to go moderate speed, and I'm carving really steep in, and I'm going to kick it one time like that. See how clean and smooth that was? Got to do another one. So both feet on the back peg, and I'm going to carve it in, kick it, and ride out like that. So that's the beginning of what I think is a mega spin, which I never really learned mega spins very well, but that's the idea, and I think you can take it to different tricks from there. I'll do one more. Let's try it from this angle. So I'm going to come in relatively slow, both feet on, carve it really steep, and then kick it. Oh, kicked it a little bit too much. Let's try one more so you get the idea. It's probably helpful to see me mess up too, because maybe you can pick apart what I did. So that's the idea. So how are we going to break this down? We are going to, like I said, start off both feet on the back pegs, cruising relatively slow, and you want to carve it. And when I carve it, I literally, all in one motion, I carve it, take my foot off, grab my seat, and lift the handlebar up. It's like all in one swooping motion. So let me see if I can almost do that slow motion. Wow, the sun is just about to go down. I was hoping to get three tricks today, but we'll see. Okay, here we go. So slow motion like this. I'm going to carve it, pick it up, and kick. Okay? So there's a lot going on there, just so you're aware. You might not feel super stable like letting go and grabbing that. So maybe that's the first thing, to grab the seat. It's like, okay, how am I going to, I'm going to just pick the bike up, just try picking the bike up, turning and grabbing the seat. Doing that over and over and over until you feel comfortable. So again, I think the big key in this trick is to look how much I'm carving in. It's like I'm almost coming to a stop. So carve to the left and then grab the seat like that, okay? And then the bike is leaned over about this angle, and then there's all this going on, and then your leg is kind of balancing, and then you kick the tire And what eventually turns into a mega spin is if you just keep kicking the tire. But as I said, I don't really do mega spins at this point. Okay, so that's the first step. It's just getting comfortable grabbing the seat. So it's like that's the position. And then the next one is you're just gonna kick it and you're gonna turn your head to the left, because where your head goes, your body and bike will follow. So first one is just getting that position where it's like this and your foot's there. Second one is kick it and then kind of like drop the bike down and pull your head that direction. I might be exaggerating to demonstrate it. Maybe you can watch that and see how much I turn my head, but I'm pretty sure that the head turn is kind of essential. So here we go. Both feet on the back. Carve it really steep. And then like that. I think I definitely look over my shoulder. And then the third one, or the third step, I should say, is just riding out. So I'm just going to coast, and just depending on where I land, I would just grab the brake, let the bike drop, and put both feet on the pedals. Pretty simple ride out. I'm going to try to do one, now that I'm getting a little bit more used to this bike, I'm going to try to do one that I would do typically on my bike. I think 3 or 4 revolutions, just so you get an idea of how this trick could look. Come on, baby. Come on, I want it. Oh. It's feeling a little better, but still not, I think, as dialed as I do it on my bike. So that's it. I'm just going to call it like a rear wheel spin. And again, it's something basic. You should probably be able to do this in 3 or 4 sessions, just depending on how comfortable you are with that back wheel. And again, just know there's a lot going on, like the bars this way, leaning the bike, pushing the seat, and just when you're riding out of it, I just like take my hand, go in the motion like that, hand to seat to handlebar, and then ride out. So, Nourie's Niche reporting from beautiful Southern California, and I'm going to do 2 more tonight before it gets completely dark. So I have a few in the bag, and then when I get back in, 3 days to Medford, I'll be able to record some more for you. So thanks for tuning in. Thanks for all the comments, and we'll see you next time.